It's the latest trend to take the tobacco world by storm, the electronic cigarette. When it came on the scene in 2007, it was virtually unheard of. But in just 6 years, the device has turned into a billion-dollar industry. Even though it's still called a cigarette and can even look like one, many of its users say it's the furthest thing from smoking.
We call it vaping, because it's like water vapor. No tobacco at all, so you don't have no tar or anything in your lungs.
That's Jonathan Elias, owner of My Vapes, one of the only full-service vaping shops in Northern Virginia. And he says it's the non-tobacco aspect that's really appealing to customers. Unlike traditional cigarettes that burn tobacco and paper, e-cigarettes use a battery to heat a liquid containing nicotine, which is stored in flavored cartridges. And that substance is then converted into vapor. It's a technological tool that allows for users to adjust their nicotine level, which Elias says is helping adults slowly wean themselves off of conventional smoking. Despite the anecdotal evidence, the FDA has yet to conduct a study proving that e-cigarettes help to quit smoking. And one of the product's key demographics never smoked regular cigarettes to begin with. That puts into question the kind of health effects this has on adults and now children who are picking this up as a popular pastime. The percentage of middle and high school students who use electronic cigarettes more than doubled between 2011 and 2012. Unlike other tobacco products, e-cigarettes can be sold to minors in many places throughout the country. But perhaps what's most concerning for anti-tobacco advocates is that these devices can easily be purchased by anyone at any time right on the internet. All you have to do is click a button that says you're 18 and over, and immediately you've got access to an array of e-cigarette flavors like cherry cola, caramel, and bubblegum. Danny McGoldrick of the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids says he's concerned that minors will get hooked on the flavors and then on the nicotine.
Cigarettes deliver nicotine better than anything, better than e-cigarettes, and so we're very concerned that this could be just an entry into conventional cigarette smoking among kids.
But anti-tobacco advocates aren't just worried about flavors. With virtually no regulation, cigarette companies have been able to do something they've been restricted from doing in over 40 years: advertise on TV.
Introducing the Enjoy King, the first electronic cigarette with the look, feel, and flavor of the real thing.
That's why I am in love with blue e-cigs. Now that I've switched to blue, I feel better about myself. And I feel free to have one almost anywhere. When I'm driving, at home, watching TV, or when I'm in the club.
The point is, you can smoke blue virtually anywhere. We're all adults here. It's time we take our freedom back.
According to an August New York Times report, this industry advertising is booming, with a spending increase of $2.7 million in 2010 to $20.8 million in 2012. Erica Swart of the American Lung Association warns that this kind of marketing is dangerous.
They're trying some of the same old tactics that big tobacco did that have resulted in millions of Americans dying from tobacco use. And they are working very hard at exploiting the loopholes associated that e-cigarettes have to be able to glamorize their existing products.
However, representatives of these e-cigarette companies reject the accusation that they're alluring kids. Enjoy, which is one of the leading e-cigarette manufacturers, even released a statement about the issue, saying, "We do not market our products to children and indeed take affirmative steps to ensure that our products are not sold to minors by requiring retailers to agree to where the product is placed and request verification of appropriate age as it pertains to each state law." But those words may not be enough to quell the criticism of those who argue that e-cigarettes need to be subject to proper oversight. The FDA says it plans to review the product by the end of October, but how it will be regulated is still very much in question. In College Park, Maryland, Ameera David, RT.